Good morning, students. I am Rakesh Kumar. Again, we are meeting with the chapter Electric Current and its Chemical Effect. We have discussed all the things related with the electric current and its chemical effect. Now, our today's target is to discuss the questions answer given in the book. Now, for solving the questions given in the book, we must have to at first memorize the keywords. After that, we have to memorize. They must know. Why? Because keyword and you must know are the just important points related with the chapter. You know, the question which comes in the final examination or half yearly examination are from the inside of the book. Very few question comes from this sections, means the you have to you may something to do, means which we are going to discuss. So we must have to take care of that fact, that is the questions are coming from the inside of the book. So if we want to solve the question is coming from the inside of the book, for this we must have the revision of the whole chapter, and for such a purpose, means revision of the whole chapter or particular chapter, we must have the knowledge of whole chapter. For this there is a shortcut, and which is we must have to know the keyword and the you must know. So at first I am going to discuss the keywords. You know, in here keyword, in keyword anode, cathode, you must know. Chemical effect of electric current, distilled water, electroplating, electrolyte, electromagnetic induction, electrorefining, electrodes, ion, voltaic cell, strong electrolyte, weak electrolyte. I think all of you must know these words. Now, similarly, you must have to memorize this. You must know. This is not for this particular chapter, but the whole chapters, each chapters of the science. At first you have to learn the chapter, means you have to go through the chapter. After that you have to memorize the keyword and you must know. After that only you will try to do the questions. So without wasting the time, I am going to discuss the questions. First, means A, most liquid that conduct electricity are solution of. Here you have to fill acid, base and salt. Second, the dash concentration of an ion in the solution, the greater is the conductivity of the solution. You must know, you may know that there are more ions, then solution is more conductive. Whenever there is less ion, the conductivity is less. So here we feel the more the concentration or greater or larger the concentration. Now third, the passage of electric current through a solution can cause chemical effect. Fourth, When electric current is passed through copper sulfate solution, copper get deposited on the plate connected to the dash terminal of the battery. You know, whenever we pass the electric current, then the electrolyte is break down into two types of ions. Here taken solution is copper sulfate, so it break down into copper and sulfate. Copper is positive and sulfate is negative, so copper moves towards the negative terminal of the battery. So here you have to write negative terminal of the battery. Now fifth, the process in which electricity is used to deposit a thin layer of any desired metal on another metallic object is known as electroplating. So you have to write electroplating. Next, the faster is the relative motion between the magnet and the coil, the more is the current flows through the coil. So, or you have to write higher the current or more the current. Now, next, you have to write the true false. A solution of silver nitrate is a good electrolyte, so it is true. An electrolytic cell consists of a cathode, anode and electrolyte. It is also true. Oxygen get liberated at the anode during the electrolysis of acidified water. You know, electrolyte is break down into two types of ion, H plus positive and negative. If acidified water is broken, then it break down into H plus ion and OH minus ion, and H plus ion and OH minus ion. So oxygen get deposited. So acidified water. So H plus ion deposited at anode, but here in the question it is given that the oxygen is liberated that in the anode. So H plus ion anode पे, then H plus ion anode and oxygen at cathode. So I think this is not true. Oxygen get liberated at the anode during the acidified water when broken down, then H plus and ON minus. So at anode negative part is collected. So I think it may be false, but someone say true. So go through the book and search solution of this. If you do not find the solution, then ask from me. Next, this question is say thinking question for you. You think, discuss with your friend, then give the correct reply. Now, next, electrorefining is the process of coating one metal on another using electric current. You know, coating one metal on another metal is not the electrorefining, it is the electroplating. So it may be false, or you can say it certainly false. Now, the phenomena of electromagnetic induction was discovered by Italian scientist Alessandro Volta. No, Volta discovered the voltaic cell, it is discovered by Faraday, so this is false. Now tick the correct option first. The name of 4 electrolytes are given below: sea water, nitric acid, tap water, oxalic acid. Out of these, the weak electrolytes are the ones labeled as A and B, B and C, B and D, A and D. For this, you have to see the list of strong electrolyte and weak electrolyte, then you can solve it. Now, electrolyte conduct electricity due to the movement of electrolytes conduct electricity due to the movement of electrolyte itself, electron only, positive as well negative ions, electron themselves. For this you have to see the process of electrolysis, then you find the solution. Now, the electrode connected to the positive terminal of a battery is known as, again see the process of electrolysis, then you find, I think, positive terminal is anode. Now, next, the phenomena of decomposition of electrolyte when electricity is passed through it is known as conduction, electrolysis, coating, electroplating. I think this is electrolysis. Now, the process of coating of iron with chromium is known as extraction, no; electrolysis, no; electroplating, yes; electrorefining, no. Now, we are in position to discuss the main questions. Now, state the appropriate term used for a liquid or solution which can conduct electricity. Appropriate term used for a liquid or solution which can conduct electricity along with some accompanying chemical changes. This is electrolysis. Now, distinguish between strong and weak electrolyte with 2 examples. This is discussed by me in the first class, so go through the book and search the solution of this. It is known by all students that strong electrolyte is completely dissociate and weak electrolytes are partially dissociate. So, search the question from that part. Now, name the device that convert the chemical energy into electrical energy. You know, this device is cell. So, cell converts the chemical energy into electrical energy. And second, mechanical energy into electrical energy. You know, electromagnetic induction, and the device, name of device is dynamo. So, dynamo convert the mechanical energy into electrical energy, which is discovered by Michael Faraday. Next, question number 4. Name the scientist who introduced the scientific world to the voltaic cell, phenomena of electrolysis, and phenomena of electromagnetic induction. Now, phenomena of electromagnetic induction is given by the Michael Faraday. It is clear. Voltaic cell is given by Alexander Volta. It is again clear. Now, phenomena of electrolysis. So, electrolysis is given by the scientist. What will be the name of that scientist? Think. What will be the name of that scientist? Think and discuss with your friends. It is the Michael Faraday which gives the electrolysis. So, I think it may be Michael Faraday. No, it not be Michael Faraday. So, discuss with your friend and search the solution of this question, that is phenomena of electrolysis. So there is confusion that Michael Faraday or Alexander Volta. So this is question which you have to search the solution. If anyone cannot find the solution, then after the class ask from me, I will give the solution. See, this is the classwork for you. Okay, this is the Michael Faraday or the Alexander Volta. I think Michael Faraday. This can be found by you when you go through the book. I am giving some hint. In page number 287, you get the solution of A as well as B. A for A as well as B. So, go through the book and search the solution. This is in page number 287. Solution of question 4A and 4B is in page number 487, and the solution of 4C is in page number 293. I am repeating again. For 4A and 4B, read the page number 287. For 4A and 4B, go through the page number 287, and for 4C, go through the page number 293. If any student doesn't got the solution, then ask from me. Now next. And electrode A is connected to the positive terminal, while electrode B is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, as shown in the diagram. Now, give the name of the electrode A and B. You know, positive terminal anode, so A is anode. Negative terminal through the electrode connected to the negative terminal is cathode, so B is the cathode. Now, here tap water is placed, so gas produced at A means anode. Anode पे at anode negative gas means oxygen, and at cathode positive means hydrogen. So this is such type of question is also asked in the group A and B or C, which I told that you search the solution. But if you think this question, then you got the solution of that question, that is water is break down into H plus ion and OH minus ion. H plus ion at cathode means at cathode hydrogen gas is liberated and at anode oxygen gas is liberated. Now state the meaning of the terms electromagnetic induction, electrolysis, electrode and electrorefining. I think you can do this question, means you can write the what do you mean by the electromagnetic induction, what do you mean by electrolysis, what do you mean by the electrodes and electrorefining of metals. You have also written what is electromagnetic induction as like homework, electrolysis as homework means process of breaking down, electrodes means the strips connected with negative terminal as well as positive terminal and dipped into the electrolyte are known as electrodes. There are two type of electrodes, positive and negative, means the electrode which is connected with the positive terminal is anode and electrode which is connected with the negative terminal of the battery is known as cathode. So I think you can do this question 6. Now 7. State 3 uses of phenomena of electrolysis. As I have already told in the previous classes that there are 3 uses of electrolysis, which are extraction of metal, electrorefining of metal and electroplating. 3 uses: extraction of metal from their ore, electrorefining of metal and electroplating. But whenever it is asked that state the 3 uses of electroplating, then you have to write first to improve or alter the appearance, second to provide the protective strength, and third one is to minimize the cost. So whenever it is asked that usage of electrolysis, then you have to write the uses of electrolysis are extraction of metal, electrorefining of metal and electroplating. But whenever it is asked that write the 3 uses of electroplating, then you have to write improve or alter the appearance, provide the protective strength and minimize the cost. In fact, electroplating is a part of electrolysis. So be careful while giving the answer of such type of question. Many of the students confused in the examination. So be careful related with such type of questions. Now next, E. Answer the following question. First, give reason for the following. Here there are 4 questions, A, B, C, D. So these are the long answer type question. So first means A. Solid sodium chloride doesn't conduct the electricity while sodium chloride solution conduct. You know, for the electrolysis or for the conduction of electricity, the electrolyte or substance must be in the molten form or solution form, due to which the ions are free to move. In solid sodium chloride, the ions are bounded with each other and they are not capable to move inside the solution. So, solid sodium chloride doesn't conduct the electricity, but whenever we make the solution of sodium chloride, then ions are free to move. As a result, thus sodium chloride in the form of molten form, aqueous form or solution form conduct the electricity. Clear? Now, second means B. It is not safe to carry out electrical repair outdoor during a heavy downpour. Why? Because you know the ordinary tap water or rainwater are the good conductor of electricity. So, in heavy downpour, means in case of raining, it is advised that do not perform the electrical repairing, because due to this there is a danger of electrical shock. Why? Because water, ordinary water, behaves like a good conductor of electricity. Next, to carry out electrolysis of water, a few drops of sulfuric acid are carefully added to the water. Why? It is because tap water is a weak electrolyte, and you know, with the help of weak electrolyte we cannot perform the electrolysis in a good manner. So, to make the water more conductive means good electrolyte, it is advised to add some drops of sulfuric acid or nitric acid or hydrochloric acid. Now next, kitchen gas burner are often coated with chromium. Kitchen burners are coated with chromium to prevent the burner from the corrosion. You know, when the iron heats up and it comes in the contact with moisture, corrosion takes place, rusting of iron takes place, due to which corrosion takes place. So, in order to prevent the gas burner, we do the electroplating of the burner with the chromium. Okay. Now next, here three electrolytic cell A, B, C A, B and C are connected with identical bulb in separate circuits as shown in the diagram. Electrolytic cell A contains sodium chloride, electrolytic cell B acetic acid, and electrolytic cell C contains the distilled water. In which setup will the bulb glow the highest? For this, or in which set the bulb glows be quite dim, in which set bulb doesn't glow. For this, we have to take care of the electrolyte used in the setup. If electrolyte is a strong electrolyte, then bulb glows more. if the electrolyte used is weak, then bulb glows dim, and the liquid used is not a electrolytic material, then the bulb doesn't glow. So in case of the sodium chloride, means in A the bulb glows more, means high brightest. In case of the nitric acid, bulb glows dim. Why? Because nitric acid is not good electrolyte than the sodium chloride, and the case of distilled water, bulb doesn't glow. For the reply of this question, you have to here written that justify your answer. So you have to go through the electrolyte. While giving the answer of such type of question, we must have to memorize the electrolyte used in the electrolytic cell. Now next, Ramit set up the circuit given below for purification of copper. Name the metal used for electrode A and B. Here purification is done. So at electrode A, which means at anode, you have to put the unpurified electrolyte, unpurified copper, means copper which we have to purify. Name the process of purification. So this is the process of electrolysis. Name the solution that need to be used. So as I told earlier, we have to take the solution of material placed at anode. So we have to take the solution of copper as electrolyte, means copper sulfate. Now next, define electroplating. How can a steel spoon can be plated with silver? Explain with the help of diagram. So for this you have to make the diagram of electroplating. In this you have to place the steel spoon at cathode and pure silver metal at anode, and the electrolytic solution is taken as silver nitrate or silver chloride. Now state the three uses of the electroplating. In the when we are discussing the three uses of phenomena of electrolysis, at that time I have already discussed these questions. Now describe an experiment to show that we can get electrical energy by using a magnet. For this we have to discuss the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Now 6. A coil of insulated copper wire is connected to a torch bulb. State the likely response of the bulb if the bar magnet is pushed into the coil, pulled out from the coil, and held stationary within the coil. We have already discussed that electric current is induced only whenever there is relative motion between the coil and the magnet. So bulb glows in the case whenever we push the magnet into the coil and pull out the magnet in the coil. But whenever coil and magnet are stationary, then in that situation bulb doesn't glow. Now I think this is finished, but one student requested me through my WhatsApp number that sir discuss the value based question. So see the value based question from your book. In that question, three questions are given. State the value depicted by the Asia's mother, and state any three conditions that help in getting a smooth and firm deposit during the electroplating. So for electroplating, three necessary conditions you have to write, and the value depicted by Asia mother is that she want to prepare her child to overcome the problems which come by the society. One teaching is also obtained from here that we do not have the right to disturb our junior or our colleagues. So many persons find out so many solutions, so many readings. So this is the question for your consideration that how we can analyze such type of behavior. Okay, thank you.